Hi, it's Laura here from Business Academy Online, and it's time for another of our model videos. This one will focus on Porter's generic strategies, a key model which appears all the way through level 4, 5 and 6. So you can see here that we have 4 different strategies for competitive advantage. Cost leadership and differentiation apply to the whole market, whereas the cost focus and differentiation focus are all about a focus on a narrow segment of the market. For example, that would be focusing on children under 5 or girls of the age of 11 to 14. That is not the whole clothing or toy market, but it is a segment of that particular market. So it allows you to focus in. And we're going to drill into all of these 4 quadrants and explain them a little bit more. It's key that we understand them because these are key strategies to gain competitive advantage. Either other organisations are using it or our own organisation may be choosing the wrong strategy. Cost leadership is the first quadrant we're going to look at. Cost leadership focuses on the broad market, so you're not trying to appeal to just one segment. It's all clothing, all food, whatever it may be. And the key focus here is being on the lowest cost producer in that market. And they gain competitive advantage through selling more. They may sell it cheaper, but they get those higher volume sales. And they'll make losses on certain products in order to gain on others. They're happy to engage in price war with competitors because they want to be the lowest cost producer. And they tend to focus on market segments which are price sensitive. So Primark, for example, in fast fashion retail is a prime example of cost leadership, being the lowest cost producer in the market, relying on those higher volume sales. The next quadrant is differentiation. Differentiation is focused on the whole market, and you are essentially making yourself different in some way, whether that's a focus on innovation, quality, ethics, or brand. And this competitive advantage comes from competitors not being able to imitate you very well. It also means high switching costs. If customers go elsewhere, they feel like they have actual or perceived switching. You might be on Apple and find it very difficult to switch because all of your items link together and integrated, and it's an effort. If you differentiate, you can charge a premium price, and you can use these high profit margins to reinvest to create further differentiation. Something which Apple, Dyson, Virgin, and companies such as Google have done in the past. Cost focus. So remember that focus is focusing on one narrow segment of the market. And I'll give you some examples in a second. You can either take a low cost focus or a differentiation focus. And if we're taking a cost focus, we gain competitive advantage by charging low prices relative to the other firms that compete within that target market. And I like the example of Claire's Accessories. In the UK here, they are a jewellery and accessory company that really appeals to teens and pre-teens. So they have their narrow market segment and they are super cheap as well. This allows them to compete. Differentiation focus. Differentiation focus is still applied to a narrow segment of the market, but instead you are choosing to differentiate yourself, to make yourself different in some way. It's offering unique features that fulfill the demands of this particular narrow market. So companies like Build-A-Bear have gained competitive advantage through being able to offer a different service. In Build-A-Bear, you can pay an extortionate amount to dress that bear and create one that is bespoke for your child. Same thing with Whole Foods, with essentially taking a grocery market but making it organic and more ethical, for example. So remember, in conclusion, these are strategies organisations take to gain greater competitive advantage. Hope you've liked this video. Please subscribe, check out our courses, and check out the other videos we've done on other models. Bye for now.